So Braverman claims that the police have now got an extra 20,000 officers on the beat. Well, it's 20,000 which has perhaps been replaced from the 20,000 cut during the austerity drive. At the very most, it's 5,000 extra since 2010. So it's hardly a blossoming of the police force. And now she is being criticised by the police force. They've suggested that she's interfering with their operational independence by demanding that forces pursue all reasonable crime leads at a time when their resources are being outstripped by the rise in offences. The National Police Chiefs Council, the NPCC, raised doubts about her initiative to launch the government's crime week. So they've had a migrant week when the Bibby Stockholm barge was proved unlivable, and now they've got a crime week. So what disaster are we going to get there? She wants to follow all the evidence, such as footage from CCTV, doorbells, dash cams, phone data, to find any suspect and to identify when a theft has been committed. Now, again, the focus is all on identifying the villain. It's not about supporting the victim. I think we really need to have a change in heart about what we're doing with crime. We need to be positively supporting the victim, not just sending them a letter, "I'm sorry you're a victim of crime," because that means nothing. I've met so many people who have been victims of crime. I think I've probably been a victim myself once or twice. And all you get is this desultory letter which does nothing. It does nothing. Well, it gives the post people something to do, I suppose, and justifies the Royal Mail in existence. But I suppose we need everything to demonstrate that. But So, Gavin Stephens, the head of the NPCC, the head of this organisation, the National Police Chiefs Council, says that her plan is unrealistic. Unrealistic. It's unrealistic for the police to pursue crime. Not our job, ma'am. Yeah. Well, there you are, you see. We've got two completely incomprehensible individuals challenging each other about what exactly they should be doing. I can't suggest either of them is pursuing any sort of realism. Both of them are fixed on some sort of ideology. The police want paying, and Suella Braverman thinks they should be doing more of a job. Well, so should she. So should she. Apparently 21 out of the 43 forces in England and Wales have less officers than there were in 2010. Well, we probably know that, don't we? There have only been 5,000 extra officers since 2010, and a lot of those probably are still in training. So it stands to reason. There hasn't been a sudden rise in the police force. Whatever you hear from the government, it simply is not true. The police force is utterly run down. But at the same time, it should do its job, shouldn't it? What else is it there for? We have less officers? Well, make use of the ones you've got. The restoration of these 20,000 officers cut in austerity, it's not a restoration. It's a replacement of some of those officers by people who are new and inexperienced. That's not a reliable police force. Numbers alone do not sort the problem out. But this is a government which is obsessed with statistics, and you can turn your statistics to do whatever you want to do. You can make your statistics mean almost anything. That's the problem with statistics, as we know.